Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, recently came out, and he said that, a fight with Kell Brook and Errol Spence is still very possible. Now, I made a video not too long ago saying that I don't think Kell Brook will fight at welterweight ever again, and, I know a lot of people who share the same opinion as I do, but with that being said, Kell Brook, Errol Spence, that's a great fight, man. Honestly, a lot of people who don't like Kell Brook don't think he's the best welterweight in the world. I've gone back and I've been watching a lot of his fights, and the Golovkin fight, made me a believer that, maybe even bigger believer that he is the best welterweight in the world. I think he beats a lot of these guys. That's why they're not calling his name out. But the Errol Spence Kell Brook fight is the best matchup as far as for Kell, as far as guys who I think could beat him, because Errol, like I said, is a huge body puncher, the best at 147, hands down. So I want to get into the quotes from Eddie Hearn, and we'll go from there. Now, here's what he said about that fight. He said, "At the moment, we are keeping all of our options open. Kell can still make 147, but I don't think he can necessarily reach the same performance levels. The Spence fight is a big fight for us, especially because of the 70-25 split. So it's definitely something to take seriously. The Golovkin fight has given Kell a number of high-profile options, but I think realistically his next opponent comes from Spence, Cotto, Canelo, or Khan." So let's dissect this here on True School Sports. Now, Kell Brook, he did lose to GGG. He did get his eye socket broken. He lost his O. He probably lost even a little bit of his health. But what he did gain from that fight was, number one, a lot more fans, and number two, a lot more options. He has a lot more options now, and it's always great when you're in the boxing. When you're a boxer, you're a fighter, to have those options. Now, as Eddie Hearn said in the quote, that per IBF rules, it will be a 75-25 split in favor of Kell Brook. So he's going to make money when he fights Errol Spence. But it's a fight, I think, if he can make it, if he can make the fight happen, I'll obviously love to see it. One thing that's scary about that quote is, if Kell can't reach those same performance levels, then, do I really want to see it? I want to see Kell and Errol at their best. But assuming that he can even be 70% of the fighter he was, 70, 75, 80% of the fighter he was at welterweight, if he drops back down, then I still want to see the fight. I still want to see it. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. He's got options. He's going to make money. And he's going to get a chance to continue to prove himself as one of the best welterweight, the best welterweight in the world, and one of the best fighters in boxing. So, I want to see it. And, I think it would answer, because a lot of people don't like Kell Brook. But I feel like even though people don't like Kell Brook and they think he's a bum and he's a cherry picker and all this stuff, with him beating Sean Porter and then going up to fight Golovkin, a lot more questions have been answered about Kell Brook. Where the answers need to be answered are on the side of Errol Spence, who I'm a big fan of, as you guys can see to my right here, that credential right over there. I went to the Errol Spence Algeria fight, so I like Errol Spence. I think you guys have seen the videos on this. If you guys haven't seen the videos on this channel, go on my channel, go in the search bar, type in Errol Spence's name, you'll see what I think of Errol Spence. I'm very high on the guy, but let's be honest, there's still a lot of questions that have to be answered about Errol. While he has been blasting a lot of these guys out the ring, and he gets 100% credit for that. You look at fights like the Alejandro Barrera fight, when he was getting countered and hit flush so many times. What's he gonna do when he faces a guy like Brook, who's just as big as him, throws really good combinations, can move really well side to side, has good lateral movement, just a complete fighter. What is he going to do when a guy like that's put in front of him? I mean, we'll find out, but I do have those questions about him, because he's never been in the ring with anybody nearly as talented as Kell Brook. And if he is to win that fight, like I said, if he takes that fight with Kell and he sparks him out of there like he's been sparking the other guys out of the ring, then he gets major props from me, and ascends higher on getting closer to a pound for pound list for me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this fight. Do you think it will be made? And if so, if it does get made, how do you think Kell Brook will perform back at 147? And who do you think wins and why? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I am just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.